listeners. Thank you for coming back for more of the Grow, Thrive, and Inspire podcast. Today, we are excited to have our first Community Spotlight episode highlighting a full-service bank that has been voted the best bank at the lake for 11 years and ranked as the number 17 best banks in America. Here to highlight this financial institution with over 5 years of experience in lending, an avid sports enthusiast and Mizzou grad, Miss Bridgette Bigelow with Central Bank of Lake of the Ozarks. Bridgette, thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited to talk about Central Bank of Lake of the Ozarks.
Hi, Kaylen. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
So, Bridgette, let's just start with you telling us a little bit about yourself and where you found the passion to kind of do what you do with lending.
Yeah. Well, as you stated, I'm a Mizzou grad, and so is my husband Stuart. We both lived in Columbia for several years prior to moving to the lake, and when we were in Columbia, Central Bank was our bank, and they did several mortgages for us. And also while I was in Columbia, right before moving down here, I worked for an internet lender.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I did loans all over the country, but I never met a borrower, and I never met a real estate agent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was not a real good fit for me. Mm-hmm. So when we decided to move to the lake, which we both love, we're both from smaller towns, absolutely love the lake, and Central Bank was a great fit because I already know it's a great company, I've been using it, mm-hmm. and I love lending. I can be part of this community, mm-hmm. and I get to see and interact with the people that I work with.
Oh, so then you go out and actually got to physically meet with clients and go all over the community and stuff versus your previous one where it was just online, right?
Exactly.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I could see how you would want more social interaction with that particular position. So
you bet.
Can you tell us more about Central Bank of Lake of the Ozarks?
You bet. Yeah, we are a full-service bank, which means we offer a lot of products. And I'll just briefly talk about some of them. So for our retail, which is our personal department, that's checking and savings accounts, CDs, annuities.
Okay.
We have a commercial department. So if you want to buy vacant land, do a commercial loan, mm-hmm. a building loan, if you need a business loan or a construction loan. Yeah, and then we have our installment department. So your vehicle loans, boat loans, your toys, your RVs and wave runners. Mm-hmm. We also have an investment department, and trust department for financial advice. We have financial planners.
Yeah, so that just talking about just any kind of investment needs, 401k, retirement of some kind, just correct. Anything like that. Oh, that's neat.
That's correct. And then obviously the mortgage department, which I'm in.
Okay. Great. Can you elaborate on just some of the services that you're currently offering right now as far as your department goes that you might be familiar with?
Yes, we do conventional loans, VA, and USDA. We have a first-time home buyers program. And what I do is I help people buy a home, refinance a home, or get a home equity line of credit, which is more commonly called a HELOC. Okay. So to touch on that briefly, purchases would be your primary home, a second home, or an investment property. Mm-hmm. And a refinance could be you want to lower your payment, maybe you want to consolidate debt, okay. or pay your loan off faster. With rates as low as they are right now, that's been a very popular thing a lot of people are doing. And then home equity line of credits, with COVID and a lot of people working from home, mm-hmm. we're doing a lot of kitchen remodels and adding onto the deck or putting on an addition or mm-hmm. screen and porch, or there's a lot of needs out there.
I've heard that in our market there's been a ton of people just, home remodels of some kind, which is really neat. Yeah. I like the fact that the more that I hear it, the more that people are kind of using COVID as a great time for all of those particular projects. So yes. I like to be proactive with their property and the investment within that property. So that's really neat. Do you consider yourself to have kind of a specialty or a niche with any of your services?
Yes. So we retain most of our servicing. Okay. So we have the option of selling it, but we do retain most of it, which means you will always make your payment to Central Bank. Okay. And in times like these, people find that to be very comforting. that they can come into any one of our branches or online, make a payment.
And work with their local branch, their local lenders, things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see how that would be an important factor, and also something that central bank can offer, just being able to stick with whoever their lender is, keep that in-house, and a lot of people love that security.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we also have commercial loans. So that's somebody wanting to build. We also have another part of a commercial loan. And as you know, there's a lot of properties around here that maybe need a little TLC, a little updating. So we have a product where we can purchase the home and give you a line of credit to do those upgrades and repairs.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Love that package kind of deal. A lot of people probably don't know about that, so that's a really cool service too.
Yeah. And lastly, we have a bridge loan.
Okay. What's a bridge loan?
So this is important for realtors and for borrowers in that you don't have to sell your home to be able to buy a new one. You can take that contingency clause out of there. And especially in this market, things are moving so fast. Homes are on the market for days, if not hours.
I know,
and you don't
crazy.
want something to get away that you really like, but maybe you haven't had a chance to sell your home first. So for those that qualify, that can be a great product.
Yeah, that can be a great product. And like you said, with the market being as fast as it is right now, I could see how that would be a benefit to our consumers here at the lake. You had mentioned in some of our conversations that you and your lenders with Central Bank at Lake of the Ozarks enjoy kind of taking your time to structure loans that fit your clients' needs. Could you elaborate more on just how you and your fellow lenders do that for our listeners?
You bet. That's our job. That is absolutely our job, and everyone has a different situation. Some people want to buy because they want to upsize, downsize, move closer to family, move closer to recreation. And there's obviously a lot of different reasons people want to refinance. And I listen to what their needs are and structure something and give them options around that. So it's not, great. For example, it's not just purchasing a new home, but if they start telling me about that new boat that they want to buy, well, maybe we want to structure things a little differently.
Yeah, so you're just taking the time to listen to their needs and wants, much like we do in real estate, and then help them, go through that process of really getting into those needs and wants for those clients. That's amazing. If our listeners were interested in your lending products, how would you recommend that they apply?
There are several ways. You can go to our website, and that's centralbank.net/lake. You can also call or go into one of our branches, and we're all over the lake serving all the communities. We have a branch in Eldon, we have one in Lake Ozark, 2 in Osage Beach, 1 in Camdenton where I'm located, and 1 in Laurie.
Oh, wow. So you guys are all over the lake area. That's awesome.
We're everywhere.
Can you tell us just a little bit of your opinion of our market here at the lake?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
There is nowhere I'd rather be. It's a hidden gem that more and more people are discovering. And I'm seeing personally a good mix of a lot of things. I'm seeing first-time home buyers. I'm seeing a lot of movement within just the local community, the people that live here year-round, as well as second homeowners, and people relocating. And it's not just folks retiring that are relocating. I closed somebody last week that came here for a job opportunity.
Oh, fantastic. So it's just kind of a mixture of everything right now with the market. That's awesome. And it's nice to know that you're kind of seeing the same trends that we're seeing on our side and in real estate, with just kind of that mixture again, getting people here that are either retiring or starting out their first home buying experience, or just loving the lake because it's the lake, or maybe previously have been here, at the lake and then wanting to come back. So all of those things make our market, in my opinion, really strong right now.
I agree.
Is there any advice that you would give to clients that are thinking about purchasing a home at the lake right now?
Yes, come see me first.
Come see you first, yeah.
And the reason is to get pre-qualified. And there are several reasons to do that. Sometimes people don't know how much house they can afford, or what they want their monthly payment to be, what they're comfortable with. And I like to go through and talk about the numbers, get that out of the way so they can go and spend their time having fun looking at homes and seeing what they want to purchase.
Is that pre-qualifying process, like what's the time frame on that? Is it pretty fast?
It is very fast.
Very fast.
Yes.
Okay.
What I like to tell folks is, yes, we work at a bank, but we do not work banker's hours.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like that response too. Is there any advice that you would give to our real estate agents here at the lake to kind of help support their clients with all of these transitions?
You all do a great job. I love working with you. And again, I would go back to the pre-qualification. Something I do tell my borrowers is that it is my job and the real estate agent to work together to help put them into a home so that we're all on the same page. And sometimes people can afford more than what they think. So there's a lot of reasons why I like to go through the numbers early, and also when it comes time to write that contract.
Yeah, so you do it in the pre-qualification stage and then again before closing.
Right. So if you're working with somebody, send them to us, send them to Central Bank so we can take a look at their situation and
hopefully help get them through that process.
Yeah, so we know what kind of home and what price point that they're looking at.
What would you say is your most favorite part of your job?
Helping people.
Helping people.
I'm a people person. I love meeting new people, and I love helping people.
Yeah, I think that is probably one of the best parts about this industry, like the market, and like you said, working hand to hand, not only with agents but with clients, is we're all in this kind of big bucket together where we all are just trying to help service those clients, make sure they have all of their questions, answered. I know moving can be completely stressful at times, so trying to alleviate all of those stressors before it actually closes is pretty powerful. So
that's right. And it's not just purchasing homes, and that's rewarding because I know it was always a dream of Stuart's and mine to move down here and live at the lake. And to do that for somebody else is very rewarding. But there's other things too, as far as the refinance or the home equity side, helping people tap into that equity that they've worked so hard to build to help put a child into college. Or I actually helped somebody recently that with they had a handicapped child, and for that child to come into my office and tell me thank you.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Rewarding.
Yes, I love those stories. It's really inspirational to having that ability to not only come in and do your job, service your clients, but then have that rewarding aspect come back into play. Just keeps that momentum going for you, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You had mentioned earlier that the rates were really low, and I know that we can't really get into those particular rates, but how would a client in this area find out? Would that just be calling you guys at Central Bank, coming in?
That would be the best. And we have a program that if they have a couple of minutes, that we can ask them some questions and hone it in to what their specific needs are.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, so making it easy again.
Versus saying, here's a variance of what rates are today depending on your need. People can call in and get something that's more tailored to them without having to run their credit.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because I'm sure that even that variance, that doesn't really give a lot of people information, especially if they're first-time home buyers or never really been in that process before. So having something that kind of really pinpoints it to them particularly is really outstanding. Okay, so just kind of a last question. I love to ask this at the end of every show. It's kind of a three-parter. But first one, where is an area of your life or your business right now where you would like to grow more in?
Kaylen, there's really no one specific area. I try to improve in everything because I think there's room for improvement in everything. I do expect to learn something daily. I want to learn something daily.
I'm very similar. I think that personally keeps my enthusiasm going, is being able to come in day to day and not every day being the same. So you're always kind of faced with some kind of new challenge, but the challenge isn't particularly a challenge. It's just kind of a fun new educational moment, that can keep building for you in the future. Where you might not know it today, but if you know it tomorrow, it can help out. So.
That's right.
In what area, personal or business, are you thriving right now?
I'd say both my personal and business life are thriving.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm very blessed because I look forward to going to work, and I also look forward to going home.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, especially where we live, too. There's so many fun things going on. We're in the middle of, summer, school just started, and there's still lots going on around our lake area. So it's fun to be able to have fun at work, but then also have fun outside of work.
That's right.
That's
Work
good.
hard, play hard.
Yep. Lastly, what inspires you?
What inspires me is the responsibility, my piece in this big puzzle to help the individuals and the families and ultimately to grow this community. The lake is booming, it's growing. We've talked about that here, and it will be interesting to see how it changes in the next few years and even beyond. And myself and Central Bank have a part in that today and in the future. So that's what inspires me.
Oh, I love that answer. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy, especially now in my role here, understanding more about, our market and people visiting. I just love seeing our community keep growing. I mean, and it seems like every year, especially this year, it's just nothing but growth. So I look forward to just continuing to see that happen.
I do too. It's an exciting time to be here.
It sure is. Well, Grow, Thrive, Inspire listeners, we could not be more thankful to Bridgette for bringing Central Bank's information and her experience with lending here and sharing it with us. We have more episodes coming, so be sure to tune back in on Wednesdays and like and subscribe to our pages for the latest updates. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. Be sure to also check out our open houses coming up. Open houses are posted on Thursdays for the upcoming weekend on our Facebook page. We know that the lake is a special place, and we would love to help you get here. And remember to always grow, thrive, and inspire. See you soon.